morning, when people have a question, they go to Google or to books or to library. But guess what? Who provide answers on Google? Where Google gets these answers from? From people like me, like you. And there is a fact that people can promote certain belief and certain point of view, and people can modify the public opinion. And I keep referring to how Trump got elected by using this type of massive social media platforms. So if let's say there is a large religious organization, and if those guys want to promote their views, they have enough money to pop up lots of videos and lots of answers, lots of reviews and all that stuff. So they could ask their members, let's say if they have 20 million members, they could ask their members to write things so they modify the world view about their religion, about God, about anything that they want to promote. But they don't do that. They don't do that because I believe those religions and those people have a heart. When you look at people connected to politics, or people who have no God but they are looking for an advantage, yes, they would do that. You see people how they do reviews on Amazon, like fake reviews. You can buy fake reviews. You can buy stats. Yeah, like you can pay some Russian experts, software experts, to modify some stats for you if you have enough money. So I went to search for an answer. I went around, and I do that all the times because people don't really know where I'm coming from. So again, Google, it's all human based. Don't rely on Google. And also there are people who choose and pick and choose Google answers that are convenient to them, or answers that are confirming what's already in their mind, like a bias confirmation theory. So the idea is that I go for Google and I filter out something that is kind of credible. So what I did, I searched how is best to pray out loud or in your mind. So I typed this thing in Google, and Google popped some answers and some videos. I did not have time to review those videos, but also there's one that sends me to Quora, and Quora is a famous site. And the first answer that shows up, it says, first of all, there is no God. Praying to a non-existent entity, blah 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 blah. Okay, so I said, okay, people have the right to an opinion because I've been to that boat before and I know how it feels, and now I know that type of thinking. That's okay. Everyone has the right to think their way. It's like it's another religion. Non-God believers is another religion. It's like being an atheist, it's part of a religion, you know. You have a kind of it's a movement, social movement. Being agnostic, maybe, but you know, you are part of a crowd. And if you're an atheist and a part of the crowd, you follow certain principles. And when you follow certain principles, guess what? You follow a large group of people, and you have a kind of a doctrine. And you are no better than the fanatics, the religious fanatics who kill in the name of God or something like that. Okay, so We are just different people, different thinking, different standards when it's related to religion and God. So coming back to my topic, so it's already 5 minutes in the video. I need to make it shorter. How is best? In my view, which is different than many people do, that's the tools in the back. I would have to strap everything down in order to prevent the tools moving around. But I think every service car has the same problem, especially long cars. Now, praying out loud, yes, that's fine. I'm quite sure the majority of people do that because they think there is an entity somewhere like us, because they think through the material way of thinking, material world way of thinking. They have this limitation through their life experience. So they only know the material life as an experience. They don't know nothing, and they don't want to think deeper. Because no point to think deeper. It's you don't understand. It's like if you are a racist and you meet a black person, you don't want to think through their mind, to their perspective. How is to be different? How is to be black? No, I want to be white, and I don't care to be black. I don't care to think like black people. You know, I don't want to have anything to do with black people because I'm a racist, right? So that's the thinking. You have a body, a human body experience in this world, and you translate everything through that human experience. You don't want to think a little bit different. How is to be a shoe? How is to be an alien? How is to be a bird? How is to be your dog? We don't want to think that. It's too much. So the same idea with these people. They think, and I'm not judging. It's just saying. It's they think if they are humans and humans hear with a loud voice. Probably same thing with God. God is like a human. He created humans, and he hear only loud voices. I have to follow someone's instructions, like the flaggers, the people who direct me where to go. They do repair the road right here. See, now if I drive slower, less bumps, quiet car, quiet ride. Yes, and but the thing is, God is not a human. And if you want to think like the most powerful computer in the world that knows every answer, that know how to judge or process your emotions, a computer that you are connected to, let's say you are hooked up to a very, very powerful machine that can read your thoughts, can read your old memories, your wishes, your plans, everything in your heart and your head. So if you are connected to that computer, okay, a computer that knows how people are made, about people's genetics, about your friends, about history of the world, you know, so all the data about you and about history of the world and your ancestors, everything, every single bit of information, it's in that computer. So consider that you're connected to that computer. Do you think that computer needs you to speak with a loud voice in order to talk to the computer? No. The computer is already in your head. The computer is in your head. He knows. He knows before you speak, because before you speak, before you have a physical activity with your lips before you generate the sounds. Those thoughts are in the mind, but are not in the mind as a brain, as a computer brain, a microcomputer chip there, like whatever it is. It is in your soul. So your soul does something to that computer, so the computer starts processing things and tasks that are related to your human nature, your physical nature here on earth. And your soul, your mind, how do you want to call it, that energy that gives you life or gives you motion, that energy tells the brain, I want to process something. So the brain knows, I'm connected to these muscles. I mean, it doesn't have to think. You taught your brain through the mind. You taught to how to use this machine, how to speak, how to walk, how to do things. So those thoughts that comes from your soul comes in your brain, and the brain controls your body, controls your muscles, and makes you interact with the planet, with people, with the human world or animal world, with whatever it's in your reality, right? So that's kind of the idea. Comes from your soul, then comes out through speech. So if you have some thoughts of praying, you're connected already to that special computer that actually generated you as an image, you as a human being. That microcomputer, we call it God, or whatever computer it is, or system, I don't know, nobody knows. That one already knows your thoughts, and regardless if you translate those thoughts into words or not, it knows before you speak. Okay, so that's not only my theory. Actually, I had a glimpse in one of those Google answers, and one of those said, yeah, God knows what's in your mind before you speak. And I just expanded because I believe the same thing. So it's not my idea, but I'm just translating it for you to understand. So now people think, you know what, I am praying, but in my heart half is with God, half is with my problems and stuff. Or I'm praying while I'm going to my praying place or at home, whatever, and then I'm disconnecting from my promises to God. So I make some promises, okay, I think, okay, God can hear me, and then I do something else. I swear, I poison my body, smoking, drinking, whatever, thinking, okay, yeah, that's fine, I'll ask for forgiveness next time when I pray, right? So we get into this stupid habit of thinking that we have a connection with God and we are connected, He can hear. Then once we stop praying, okay, God minds His business, we mind our business, and okay, next week or tonight I'll have time with God, and I'll ask for forgiveness, I'll ask for some help or something, and everything should be fine. But my opinion is, I'm not an expert. That's why I don't appear with a long beard and a priest robe to fool you, to show that I know my stuff. No, I don't know nothing. I have no idea. I'm not a religious person, no idea. So it's like, don't listen to me. I'm just talking to myself here. So you think that God is disconnected from you all this time, outside of your praying time. Yes, you think that way. No, no. God is in you and is multitasking, can talk and listen to multiple people at the same time. So if you believe that there is let's say Mohammed or Buddha or those guys, or those enlightened beings, or Jesus, or those beings who can listen to millions of people at the same time, why you believe that? So if you pray to, let's say, to Buddha, you pray to Buddha in a temple, and you think, is Buddha listening to me or to my neighbor, or to someone across the continent who's praying to the same Buddha at the same time? Or we should kind of pick and choose, like you have a microsecond now with Buddha, so we have to choose it right, because Buddha don't listen to you now. He has he has to share his time to multiple beings. So how to select which time Buddha have time for me? You understand what I mean? How you plan your time exactly that microsecond for so many millions of people praying to Buddha, right? But we know that these enlightened beings, once they pass, they went to their world or to God or something. They are multi-dimensional. They are multitasking. They can talk and listen to multiple people at the same time. Do we believe that? That's a belief. Maybe that's true. But if we believe that, why we don't think the same about God, who created these beings? If these beings can do that thing, can listen to multiple prayers at the same time, otherwise people, why they would gather together in a church, right? Because they think there is some guy upstairs who can listen to all these people pray individually, like they can kind of otherwise they will say, you know what, yeah, our church get a good protection, good benefits from praying, but he's listening to our church only at this time. He doesn't have time for anyone else. And no, so these beings can be, they are not material, so they can be in multiple locations at the same time. I can listen to multiple people and thoughts at the same time. That's my belief. So I don't know, but I believe God is the same thing. God can listen to your thoughts at the same time listening to other people's thoughts, and He knows your emotions before you speak. And it's good to think that, you know, He listens to my thoughts, because it prevents you from having dirty thoughts and stupid thoughts against other people, hurting other people, like a gossip, like talking nonsense about people. I do those. Even I know God listens, but it still tone you down, because you know my thoughts are being accounted into my karma score, right? That's powerful computer does that for you. So he knows what's in your heart and knows what's in your mind before you speak. So praying voice with no voice, I don't think it makes a difference. It's just in a people belief that praying with voice is more effective, right? So maybe it is more effective because it makes you think what you speak. So let's say if you do automatic prayer program, then talk about the same, or read Bible, then while you speak makes you think. If it does the way, that means you act through the religious world of Bible or something. That's the way I see it. So you read what it's written for you, then you speak, and then you think, and that thinking goes to God, makes you be according to the religion. But for me, is have a good heart related to the creation, and I don't relate to religion, so comes from the heart, and if I can help other people and help God with His creation, I mean, He doesn't need help, but He see me that I have good intentions. I don't know. Maybe that's the way. See you later. Bye bye.